what's your biggest success on eBay? Like, what's one thing that really stands out where you're like, wow, like looking back, that was the moment. That was the big win.
But it's not actually that long ago. And if anyone that's watching this watches my channel, you'll know because I made 2 or 3 videos about it. But I don't know if you heard about all of this, but I'm not even sure when it was. Getting on for maybe nearly a year ago or 8 months ago. I got a big job lot of this sort of stuff, gaming. I bought it all off a reseller that was retiring. They'd built up this huge stock, and they knew me through YouTube, actually. So this opportunity came about through sharing on YouTube. So that was quite exciting. But I bought this huge collection off a lady and started to break it down and sell it on eBay. It included one particular Atari cart, which I didn't think anything of. It had a handwritten sticker on it. And I tried to do some research. I even took it apart, found out it was made by Activision. There was no record of it on Activision websites. There was no record of it on any forums ever existing. So I put it on, and it went berserk, to cut a long story short. It owed me about £1 in this job lot, and it ended up selling for £5,100 for one loose cart, no box. It had been one seen before in America, and this was the only British PAL version of this game. It was a prototype, never got to release, never been issued publicly. And I stumbled across it in a job lot. So that was.
When did you realize? When did you realize, Nick, that you had a jackpot? So you put this. You don't really know what's going on with this. You put it up via auction, I'm assuming, right? Well, and you're just like, I'm gonna see what's gonna happen.
I got incredibly lucky a couple of times. First time to actually find it and have it in my possession. I nearly, because I did the research, I found out it might be something unusual, but I nearly bundled it in with one of the consoles and got rid of it. Because it didn't have an official sticker on it. It just had a handwritten sticker saying Hard Head. That was the name of the game. I thought, this is rubbish. I'll bundle it and get rid of it with a console. I didn't do that, so I made the right decision there. And then I actually couldn't find anything about it because I tried to research it and thought I'll take a punt and put it on. I think I put it on for £100, buy it now. Because I just thought it might be unusual, a collector might want it.
Yeah.
So somebody could have snapped it up for that. It was on at that price for a few hours. And then a fanatic who runs a forum about this sort of stuff messaged me and said, do you mind if I could use your pictures? I did some screenshots of the game. I opened the cart up. I took a picture of the circuit board. He said, can I use those pictures for my website? Because nobody's ever seen this before. That's the moment.
Oh my God. So then you knew.
So quick, take the buy it now off. Why he didn't buy it still baffles me, because he knew how rare it was. Anyway, he didn't.
Yeah. Why did he not buy it?
And I had, at this moment, I had a message from another buyer saying, is it genuine? Where did you get it? What's the background? He was really suspicious that it was what he thought it was. And he, in the time between him messaging me and me messaging back, I'd taken the buy it now off. And he was like, why have you taken the buy it now off? I want to buy it. I said, sorry, I think I've realized it's quite rare. And yeah. And then the bidding war started.
So at that point you switch it over to auction.
Yep.
Or it was an auction with a buy it now? I'm not sure what you had, but when does this thing just start like going psycho? Like, what did you start it at?
It started at next to nothing. I think I started at like £50 or something. I can't even remember what the start was, but it was low. But very quickly, within a day or two, well, I made my mission then to let every collector in the world know this existed. Once, because I got chatting with this guy from the forum. I joined the forum. I made a thread on this forum. I asked everybody to tell me what it was, how I should market this, whatever. They all got interested. I asked them to share it around in other forums. I joined loads of other gaming groups and forums. I put a good 2 days work into this.
Oh, wow.
I then messaged all the big gaming YouTube channels to talk about it if they could. I was messaging people on Twitter, Facebook groups I joined and shared.
Were you getting featured, Nick? Were you getting featured on YouTube channels and like Facebook? Like, were people actually sharing it, or was it hard to get a hold of these influencers?
The YouTubers, I think, may have spoken between themselves. Nobody made a video about it. After the event, it's been mentioned a few times. But certainly on Facebook, people were talking about it. The forums went a bit mad for it for a while, and that generated a lot of interest, and it had astronomical view numbers on it. Watchers were in the thousands when it finished. It was huge.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
wow.
And I live streamed the ending. I live streamed a video of it ending. It was at £5,000, hoping it was going to go bananas at the end. It just went up by 100. When we live streamed, it just went think up by 100. But the guy who bought it was a chap in Poland, and he was watching the live stream on YouTube when he won it, and he messaged in the side
No
chat.
way.
Yeah, it was so cool.
If you could go back in time, is there anything that you would do differently? Maybe take more pictures or promote it more, or bring it to an auction house? I don't know. Like, is there anything, like, if somebody is watching now and they have something super rare, super collectible, like there's only one or a couple or just so rare, what did you learn from that experience?
I think I'm quite happy with how it went. And I'm really pleased looking back that I took the effort to spend hours and hours messaging people, sharing the link to it, talking to people on forums, because I think, remember, with an auction, you only need 2 people with more money than sense to buy this thing. Yeah. So I think all those hours found me those 2 right people. Without that, you know, those guys bidding it right up, because it was only 2 or 3 guys that really pushed it into the thousands, you know. So that would, I say, would be the key. Think of ways of promoting it. Think outside the box again. Go onto Instagram, go onto YouTube, mention it to people you know, on Facebook. Join groups just to promote it, just to drop the link in. Or say to people, have you heard that this is for sale? You don't even have to say it's yours. Just say, have you seen this? And people then will talk about it. Yeah. So that's what I'd say. If you've got something that unusual and that rare,